Well, hello and welcome to this, our very first episode of Speed Stars, the show that is going to see some of South Africa's biggest stars driving at even bigger speeds. Sounds simple enough. Well, there's more to it than just jumping into a fast car and wringing its neck. Before you can run, you need to learn to crawl. So let's see who's going to be taking their first steps towards high-speed stardom this week. We start with two young ladies who have made careers out of marketing themselves. Boity Thulo and Lalla Hirayama have fashioned their own unique brands, but will they display that same flair behind the wheel? Let's take a look.
If I don't make it, Mom, I love you.
and turn it in, turn it up, no, lift off, and go again. Okay, go. Okay. That was just over the limit.
Accelerator, brake, clutch.
Good luck with that.
Nice and close to the next go. Don't be scared, I've got you. This car can take damage, I promise. That is so good.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, listen, I mean, I don't think we could have started our season in a prettier fashion than having the two of you on set. Are you all going to be okay with the hair?
No, but that's
fine?
okay. That's
We'll
all
deal.
right.
You two are a bit grumpy because I'm talking about marketing yourselves. I mean, we know you...
What's that about?
Because we know you're multi-talented, you can act, you can present, you can do everything. We're about to find out if you can drive, but
Well.
you do a flippin' good job marketing who you are and building your brands.
I mean, that's not our talent, as she said.
Yeah,
Our
it's
talent
not
is TV presenting, acting, and then it comes with the territory to
Yeah.
market ourselves as a brand, but then that's not our actual thing.
But for me, both of you take it that next level. You do push your brands exceptionally well. Which, I mean, you look at your social media following, you've just launched your legit range. There's so much stuff that's been going on. Obviously, we know SA's got talent.
Yes.
You've got talent.
Woohoo!
Talk us
Thank
through the
you.
show. How's that been going?
SA's Got Talent has been a very exciting season so far. It's bigger, better than ever before. Their talent has been phenomenal, and different types of talent, not just the conventional what you expect to see. So it's been a lot of fun and great response from the South African audience.
Well, look, we're going to see if you've got talent on the
I
racetrack.
can't wait to see it. I'm so excited.
Boity,
Yes.
yo, legit range.
That's been
New,
fun,
exciting.
incredible. It's been, I think, probably one of the biggest things that's ever happened to me in terms of my career, and
Is that
it's been
marketing
amazing.
yourself?
Yes, that's marketing
Look
myself.
at that.
Well, yeah, it's been an incredible journey, and yeah, it's still going. We've still got till the end of the year to release more stuff, and yeah, very exciting. She knows all about it because she had her range as well. So,
Hi, that's right. Welcome to the family.
Of course.
High five, friend.
I'd like to say that's why we paired you together, but I had no idea. So we're about to find out if you've got talent and if you a legit driver. But it's not all about going fast, it's also about safety. So each week on Speed Stars, we're going to be tackling one aspect of road and vehicle safety. And because this is the first episode, we thought we'd start it from the bottom. We all know tires are super important, but really, how many of us pay any attention to them after we actually pay for them? Beyond checking the tread depth, which is mostly done by law enforcement, let's be honest, we forget about those 4 all-important contact patches, often with dire consequences.
There's your 50. In second gear.
Turning our stars into speed stars with 2 of the best. Multiple production car and touring car champion both locally and abroad, Mike Briggs dominated racing in the sport's glory days here in South Africa. Chop Sepuka changed the face of motorsport in our country and at the same time rewrote the record books in the fiercely competitive world of production car racing. Our stars were transferred from the luxury of the Fairway Hotel to our test facility at Swartkops Raceway to experience firsthand the critical role that tyres play in keeping us safely on the road. Michelin have been pioneers in sustainable mobility for 125 years. Their laboratory, the super demanding world of motorsport, where speed, safety and longevity are tested at the extreme. It's there from track to street vision that brings us cutting-edge technology from the racetrack to the tyres that we use on the roads every day. Over time, tyres will deflate. This drop in pressure has numerous consequences. The tyre is subjected to greater distortion, generating more heat, resulting in increased fuel consumption. The contact patch with the ground is no longer perfect, causing premature wear. On a wet surface, an underinflated tyre contributes to the risk of aquaplaning, as the water is not drained away as effectively. Lastly, steering is impaired. We can see this by carrying out comparative slalom tests. The vehicle with underinflated tyres at the bottom of the picture tends to roll more when cornering, whereas a vehicle with correctly inflated tyres would have good road holding. The vehicle with underinflated tyres behaves dangerously. For this lesson, we laid out a course with cones and set our stars the challenge of navigating the course as quickly as possible without killing any of the cones, of course. Known as a gymkhana, the course simulates basic driving skills, direction changes, acceleration and braking, as well as spatial awareness. Once they'd got the hang of the course and were familiar with the handling characteristics of the Opel Mokka, we deflated the tyres by 1 bar.
And you're going to feel the car's going to feel sluggish and heavy to turn because
Alright.
there's a lot more rolling resistance now.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so if you're smooth, you should be alright.
Alright, that's smooth, like in a club.
Now as you turn here, as you get in power early, you'll feel the car will run much wider than it did before.
As a rocker, Ross is certainly used to making some noise, but the sound of squealing tyres is not a big hit on the tyre safety soundtrack.
Well done.
Feels like it's got a fat ass.
Because all that weight transfer again
Yeah.
happens. So the front of the car is going to take all the weight and
Yeah.
full body roll. The back gets very light, it starts to move around.
Yeah, moving around the whole time.
Let's go, ready. Whenever you're ready.
We're red. Wish me like South Africa.
Good luck.
Good luck. Let the voice of South Africa. Good luck.
A ready tyre squeal. On the brakes. Turn it. Yes, now bring it back through.
This thing feels like it's gonna run away with me.
Exactly. Can you feel the difference? Listen to the tyre squeal as well. There we go.
It's not the same car.
No, it's not.
So whether driving normally or spiritedly, the effects of underinflated tyres was immediately noticeable.
Here it's a lot more pronounced. So you're going to feel a whole bunch of understeer, which is that sound you're hearing. See the car not wanting to respond, it doesn't want to respond to your input.
The noise created by the tyres is due to the exaggerated movement of the sidewalls of the tyre.
On the brakes here, on the brakes. And that's just understeer.
Yarra.
I mean, you can feel the whole arse of the car shaking out as you're trying to...
And it doesn't want to turn as quickly.
No.
It's not responsive.
Every time you put your foot on the brakes, the whole thing surges forward and you're shaking around in there.
Absolutely no grip, you have less control over the car, and it was absolutely amazing to see the difference you had before and after in the same car on the same track. And you just have no control over the car like you think you do, and you just don't realize the danger.
You can see this one, those small drills are off, and on that one it still has them. So this means it's very important to ensure that the tire inflation on your cars is right. And I'm sure you could hear the tires were squealing, the roll angle of the car was more, it was pitching to the left and to the right, and the tires under braking, when the weight transfers, the noise level comes up, and the grip is then not as adequate as it should be when the tires inflated.
The recommended tyre pressure for your vehicle can be found in the side sill of the driver's door or in the fuel cap, or always in your owner's manual. Don't forget, your tyres are the only parts of your car in contact with the road. They are that important.
So the moral of the story, look after your tires, they'll look after you.
So of course we all want to get in a car and go fast, but I'm hoping you learned something from those safety lessons.
Wow, so much.
Yeah.
So much.
What was the standout?
Well, having to get into a manual car is the. Do you see where I was like?
You were a great sport.
I tried.
You were a great sport, because
Yeah.
so often people said, no, don't know how to drive manual, I'm not doing this. Lala, you also weren't.
Yeah, I'm used to my Tiptronic, fancy dancy and all. But getting into a manual car, I mean, we haven't done that since our K53.
Yeah.
That was the last time I drove a manual car.
But something else you would never have done with K53 was go through all the safety tips that we were trying to achieve. Do you find you better drivers, more aware now out on the roads?
Oh yeah.
I think you understand more the concept of what it is to actually drive well.
Yeah.
Some people think driving well is being able to slow down, but there's so many things that come with being able to be a good driver. So yeah,
Being
we learned a
switched
lot.
on to what's happening around you as well.
Absolutely, and now I always check my tire pressure. Always.
Well
I
done.
always used to go, no, my tire's fine, please leave it.
And
No.
you do that, hey?
You always do. They always ask in the garage. You're like, no, no, no.
Almost like a time slip.
It's
You're
a
like,
time
Yeah.
thing, exactly. But now every time I go to the gas station, at least once a week.
yeah.
I could just wrap there because our time is done. You're saying all the right things. Fantastic. Well, like if you'd like to join in the safety conversation or find out what our other contestants have had to say, you can always connect with us on social media at speedstars SA. But don't go away because after the break, we're going to find out if our 2 contestants will be adding track ace to their extensive CVs.
I'm so excited.
I know that's not going to happen.
Right, welcome back to Speedstars. So both Boiti and Lala were itching to head out onto Swartkops, but first we let 2 famously rapid drivers show them the ropes.
Guys, this is the part of the day where it starts to get fun now. Having seen what you can and what some of you can't do, we're actually going to let you loose on the racing track now. The whole thing about today is obviously safety first. So we just want to make sure that everybody drives within their limits. And some of the limits aren't as high as we had hoped. But anyway.
Start braking. Good. Too early. That's where we need to turn in. Don't worry. Don't worry. The earlier you turn in, the slower we're gonna go.
Okay.
Okay, look through the corner, look at that Cecil sign.
Yeah.
I want you to start exiting here.
Exiting?
Yeah, so remember I said you're gonna go where you look?
Yeah.
As soon as we get to that cone, I want you to look at the Cecil sign.
Where is it?
Got you. Yeah, that's the brakes. Yeah. Left foot on
Sorry.
the clutch.
Left foot on the... Oh my...
Okay, back to third.
Strap myself in extra tight this time.
Oh, stop it.
All right, so what's going to happen is going to be a lot of talking from me.
Good.
And there's going to be even more listening from you.
Brakes are more. And turn it in, turn right, no, lift off, and go again. Okay, go.
Okay.
That was just over the limit.
Just over.
So we've discovered the limit.
All right.
Apparently, when I drive as an Australian, but
In British,
when I turn British, I'm great. So, what I've learned from this experience is I should just British all the time.
Give it a little bit of gas before I pull away. No, now put your clutch in, okay?
Yeah.
Then put your foot on the throttle. You watch the robots. When they go off, then you pull off.
Okay.
That's it, pull off. That's it. It's the best pull off you've ever done.
Really?
Yes. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, now you slow it down.
Yeah.
First time on a racetrack.
Yes.
Oh no, I'd been on a racetrack before, but like
Driving like this?
no, just like with Lamborghinis and the fancy stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't really count. I mean, it wasn't mine.
no, it wasn't yours. What was that like? I mean, you had all of your training with our instructors, but then you were prepared for a hot lap where you went on your own. Was that a bit of a screw with your head?
It was a little scary, but once, you got going, you were like, oh my gosh, I own this track, baby.
Exactly
You
what she
own-
said.
Confident?
I wasn't confident. I was really scared because I was like, the guy who was next to me was reminding me, and sometimes he would change the gear for me. So I was like, I have to do everything myself now. So yeah,
Oh,
it was tough.
but Boiti, I mean, we're going to start with your hot lap
Yeah.
because for me it's just awesome. That attitude of, oh flip, I've got to change gears, learn to drive. You were fantastic. So South Africa, Boiti, super talented. The big question is, how talented is she as a driver? Let's take a look.
So you can't film bad weaves.
Is that going to fit your head?
No. Oh, there.
Here we go.
Ah.
Are you in?
Oh my, so tight.
That's how it is. Happy?
That's too tight.
Just save your head. Your head's precious. I'll look after that.
That look works for you.
Huh?
That look works for you.
No.
We'll start again. Boity.
That's looking good, Boity. Hey. Do you change gears though? Let's see.
Nice and
No.
clean around that bend, mate.
Still third. That looks good though.
It looks so slow, but inside
It
it's
feels-
going
It
so
looks very
fast.
slow. Look at me, I'm like, la 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 la.
And then we cut inside and Boity's like, oh my word. I'm loving it. Last corner, hanging on.
Should I stop? Is that it?
Oops.
Is that it? Are we done?
Can you talk me through that? Because that lap was looking really good.
It wasn't. I think it's the camera angles.
Ah.
It makes everything look smoother and nicer. But my word, inside, no.
Why did you stop at the line?
Where?
Are we done? You stopped at the finish line instead of powering through.
I don't know. Was I supposed to stop or like what?
No, you fly through as quick as
See,
you
I
can.
was confused. I'm still confused. I'm like,
What
was I
confused you?
supposed
Was
to
it the
do?
adrenaline? Was it like
I
the
don't
red
think
lights?
She didn't cross the line.
She stopped at the line.
You didn't cross the line.
She stopped,
Look
yeah.
at you. You didn't finish the
Okay.
race.
oh, you guys.
No,
tell me.
she did cross the line. She did finish the race, but she stopped after the line. So that obviously took a lot of time off of your time.
But no one told me
So,
anything.
we did, Boity,
No.
many times, many times.
No.
So let's have a look. Here's the leaderboard. The good news is you're going to be top of the leaderboard to start because you're the first guest.
All right.
Okay, anybody here that you want to beat in particular? Besides Lala.
Yeah, besides Lala. Siv, Dumi,
Why does everyone want to beat Siv?
Because Siv is very competitive.
Okay.
Very old.
Incredibly competitive. So it's like he's the first name that I see.
Okay, so now I know this. I know this
And
gonna-
Gilan.
Gilan, okay. Now I know it's going to be hard because there's no reference for you. So we're going to give you your lap time, you setting the benchmark, and then we're going to see how Lala's done. So Boity, top of the Speedstars leaderboard with a 1 minute 42.84. I'm not a mentalist,
I don't know.
but let me guess your next question.
What?
Is that good?
I don't know. Is it? Yes.
I don't know. We're going to have to find out. So let's have a look how Lalla Hirayama did in her hot lap. To ensure a level playing field, the guys from Force Fuel were on hand to top up the OPC's tank after every hot lap. In addition, we asked Chops to set benchmark times throughout the day to account for changing environmental factors like temperature and wind speed.
Don't worry, Mother. I'm going to be 100%. Not so much. Time to rock and roll, baby.
Flat out. You got this, girl. You got this, girl. You got this. And go to third. You got this, girl. And break easy. Easy like Sunday morning. And flat out. That's it, baby girl. You got it. Let's go! And into the corner. Don't let go of the accelerator, Lala. You got it. Flat out, baby girl. Yes. I've got it. Yes. And the break. actually. Let's go! And brake. And easy, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and go! That's it, girl, that's it, girl. Come on! And easy, 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 easy. Let's go! You are in a third, you are good. You are trusting it, you are trusting it. You have got it, you have got it, and you're going to brake. And you are braking, and you are turning, and you're braking, and you're going, and you're going, and you're going. And you've got it, and go in the office. Okay, we're gonna do it again, because that was fun! The reason why I didn't do well is because I had another head on my head.
Well,
and it
that's
was
for
slowing
safety.
me down.
Hey, is that what it was? Was the arrow on the helmet?
You know, you only perform well if you feel hot.
Well, turn the aircon off.
Wahahaha.
Okay, talk
Yes.
me through it. What happened? Feel
So,
good?
well, I don't know if it was me or we just need a faster car. I'm kidding. No, it was the car's amazing. I think some of the corners I could have done a bit better. Wowza. I have no comment.
You know,
Imbalance within there.
Yeah, pretty much.
and we do like you. We know that this is what you do. You present and you talk.
Yeah.
I just never knew you presented in so many different accents.
Yeah, I love a good accent.
Who are you?
I don't really know.
Okay.
I like the Russian woman. That's my
Yes.
favorite. She is my favorite.
It's been it's quite interesting seeing the contrast. Boiti, all concentration. Lala crazy off her head.
And just like an hour before, I had learned to go into third gear.
Okay, well let's have a look where you're going to go into the leaderboard.
I don't want to see everyone beating me. Jeez.
No, do you think it's going to happen? So
I think Lala definitely beat me.
let's get your name off, yeah.
I'm nervous
So-
because I want to.
Let's just move Bridget out the way because obviously we've got our two guests in here now. So the question is, are you quicker than Boiti? What do you think? Boiti?
Definitely.
No,
Really?
Definitely. I am right.
You're right.
Yes, of course
And you
I'm
know
right.
what?
You could
I've
see
never felt worse telling somebody that they're a loser as I have with you, Boiti, because you've been so amazing and your attitude is just incredible.
I was learning.
Lala,
Yes, sir.
well done. It's actually a really good time.
Is it?
For all that madness, I don't know if I could drive with you to Durban, but I could certainly drive with you around the lap,
Nice.
around Swartkorps.
That's amazing.
A 1:30.95.
A 1:30.
Not bad.
Is
That's
that not
amazing.
bad?
Boiti,
Well-
I would like to just say to you, I mean, you could have done probably a 1:40 if you hadn't have stopped at the line. That's kind of what you
I was
lost
so
there.
confused.
It's okay.
Thank
Congratulations.
Thank
Are you happy
you.
with that?
Oh, I think I could have done it in like 1 minute, but you know.
Oh, that's going to be in the Australian episode
That'll
of
be in
Speedstars.
Australian
All right, okay. What a fantastic way to start.
Are you
and,
kidding me?
And
Thank
so good to have you
Yeah,
on the
thank
show.
you very much.
Best time.
Seriously.
So much fun. Can we
When-
do it again? Seriously.
Can we?
Yeah,
We
invite
need to
us
Shall we?
like, yeah, so I can try and do 1:40.
It's a deal. We'll do it again. So who's up next week? Because we've come to the end of this week's show. Well, I can tell you, it's Melinda Bam, and she's taking on Catherine Constantinides. It is the Battle of the Beauties. Who is going to be crowned Miss Swartkorps? You'll have to tune in next week to find out. But until then, check those tire pressures and keep it safe on our roads.
Brakes on the brakes, off the clutch.
Me and this clutch.
Off the clutch, just let it go. Again, yes. And you even changed your hands position, I like that. You stopped yourself from going for the inside. Now, nice soft hands.